Arega Casa Ngday and the admin of Arega Casa Media. This is the new and the young channel. And we are focusing on experience sharing and connecting the knowledge. And it is a great honor to having you today. And as you know, you are one of our great brothers and friends of Sudan all the time. This is also the part of thank you program of Arega Casa Media for the people who contributed for the success of my job everywhere, especially your contribution for my job when I was in Sudan was unbelievable, and still your contribution to the Sudanese people like you and other people is who the number is very large, and your contribution for my tenure when I was in Sudan and even today is too much, and I couldn't mention all the points. And now let me give you, you are invited to introduce yourself in terms of educational background and your work experience, so go ahead, please.
Okay. Thank you, Mr. Rega. Good morning to you and all your guests and followers in Arega Casa Media channel. Is a nice opportunity for me to be one of your guests in this media channel. Okay, I want to express my sincere gratitude to you, the great man, Your Excellency. Thank you for this chance. I am Muhammad Abdullah Hussein Ali. Okay, I'm Sudanese. I'm from Sinai State, Sinja town. Already I was born in North Sudan, but my father, because of his job in Sinja, he transferred the family that time to Sinja. So I was grow up in Sinja, and I have my primary and secondary education in Sinja, and my university education in Sinai University. I'm working in the Ministry of Tourism and Culture and Information in Sinai State as Director General of Tourism Administration. And also I'm now because I'm expert in tourism. Okay, so I am like a coach in this field in Sinai State. Also, before I was working in tourism administration. I work also in the field of culture. Okay, in culture administration, also in Sinai State. This is some information about me. And still now I'm working in the Ministry of Tourism and Culture and Information in Sinai State.
You are engaging in a number of different duties, especially in the area of the voluntary works, especially in public diplomacy. You are the strong advocate of public diplomacy and in humanitarian activities, and especially you are promoting the in the area of public diplomacy. Especially you are working a huge or a large number of duties in the cultural tourism and the relationship between Ethiopia and Sudan at large, and the relationship between the two neighboring countries. To state of Sennar and to the state of Mara regional state, because they're sharing a long cross border. Could you tell us more about this public diplomacy advocacy, please? Because you are doing promotion in number of culture and a number of tourism, and even you have been inviting the number of people from Ethiopia, from Bahar Dar, and even you host a number of cultural diplomacy from Addis. So could you give more information in brief about this aspect, please?
Okay, yes. As I told you that I'm working as a director of tourism in the United States before maybe more than 15 years. So when I came to this department and start working, I found there's many agreements between Sudan and Ethiopia. Many agreements between Sudan and Ethiopia. But when I search about agreements that especially in the field of tourism and culture, I found there is no clear agreement in this side. So that that time there was a meeting yearly between Ethiopia and Sudan, exactly the state of Sudan on the border of Ethiopia, and also from other side, the region in Ethiopia, like Amhara and like Bani Shangol and many regions there. They yearly meet in sometime in Ethiopia and sometime in Sudan. So when that meeting have been in Sinja, I talked to all the responsible people there about how to grow up the relation in the field of culture between Sudan and tourism between Sudan and Ethiopia. And so we discussed this in the meeting, and after that they put it in the agreement. They said that any state in Sudan share border with the region in Ethiopia, they have to raise and develop the relation in this field, culture and tourism. So from this point, I start communicated with our colleague in the Bureau of Tourism in Amhara region. So after that, we make we did many meetings in Ethiopia and in Sudan. And the best thing that the Bureau of Tourism in Amhara region, culture and tourism in Amhara region, they are very, 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 what I can call, I found them that they want already to grow up this or to develop this relation. So that we are making very nice relation between the two sides. And we welcome them in Sinar maybe 3 times. 3 times they came, a group of singers and dancers, and also from the Bureau of Tourism, they came to Sinja 3 times. And we are enjoying the culture and the traditional of Ethiopian in songs and in dance. And also after that, I work in, as you said, the public diplomacy. Already I am a member of the Sudanese Ethiopian Friendship Society in Khartoum. I'm a member. So we work also hard to develop this side of tourism, of relation, because I believe that Ethiopia and Sudan is one nation. Only the borders separated us, but we are one nation. And I found that the Sudanese love so much Ethiopian, and also Ethiopian love Sudanese so much. So that we work from this point, we are working, and now we have very, very good relation between us in the formal side, and also in the public diplomacy between the two sides. So now already when I go to Ethiopia anytime, my colleague from Amhara region in Gundar and in Bahar Dar, they welcoming me, they meet me, they facilitated my visits to Ethiopia. They helped me many times. I want to also thank in Gundar Mr. Lilina. He's a good person and already is in touch with me all times. He asks about us exactly after this conflict in Sudan. And also our colleagues in Amhara, in Bahar Dar, tourism bureau in Bahri Dar. Also, they are connected with me many times, and they ask and they welcome me as the last in the last visit before 1 year, I think. And now also I am preparing myself to go there to spend some times maybe in Gondar and Bahri Dar, because I love so much Gondar and also Bahri Dar. Because of the situation in Sudan, maybe after a week, if the road is safety, I will go and spend some time with my family there, because already I feel that when I went to Bahri Dar or go to Bahri Dar or Gondar or anywhere in Ethiopia, I feel that I am like the other citizen. It is my second home, as they say. They are my brothers. Ethiopian are my brothers from another mother, as they said. So that because of this, as I said to you, that we do hard work, and I think we are implement many items of the agreement as to raise and develop the relation between the two sides from Amhara region and from Sinai state. Because already we are sharing borders. The society here and there are very near to each other, and I think we can get also benefits. The two sides can get benefit from each other in trade, in the movement of tourists, in many fields. They can, if we raise and we save this relation between us and them, I think we can get people can get many benefits. The peoples to peoples relation, it will be good, and so that it will be no any problems between the two sides. This is what can I said about this point.
Yeah, thank you so much, Mr. Mohammed. I know this is not the only thing that you did, but there are a number of things that you did, you performed. You know, even like you are the member of Ethio-Sudanese friendship, and you are doing ample of works on that aspect also. And even I remember that you have been participating or organizing the association called Friends of Abbai also. I remember that you are one of the strong members of Ethio-Sudanese Friendship Association, and the association called Friends of Abbai, and a number of things, you know. I know there are the Sudanese people who believe as Ethiopia and Sudan are considered as one nation instead of two nations, you know. Some of the people, what they say is that line, the border line between Ethiopia and Sudan is simply an artificial border, man-made border. Instead, the God made the land to be the common for the people wherever they are. And even the Sudanese people like you and others believe that these two countries are not considered as two countries, as a nation. I would like to hear more about that. The Sudanese people, and even the Sudanese government has been giving special attention for Ethiopians, you know. Ethiopians and the country itself. I can mention a number of things, you know. Even the community in Sinja, Ethiopian community in Sinja was already that community was assigned to you informally. Whenever there was a problem, whenever there was something there, the community, Ethiopian community in Sinja was not even coming to embassy or communicating to embassy, because there is the Sudanese people there just to do everything what they need. And even when this cultural group has been traveling to Sudan, especially when it comes to Sinja, everything was facilitated by the people of the Sudanese people there in Sinja and Senar, including you. Everything, including the free room, the free meals, the free, everything was free. You know, I was part of that cultural group. I traveled throughout. I can say that I traveled throughout Sudan when I was there. The culture, the attention given to the people and the government of Ethiopia was the same. And even I can remember when for during my farewell ceremony, you and your colleagues gather number of musicians, number of Sudanese people to Sudan, I mean in Khartoum. Even without exaggeration, they may be more than 100 people. And that was amusing, you know, why, you know, could you tell us more about why the Sudanese people give special attention for Ethiopia and Ethiopians?
You know, Mr. Rega, I think sometimes we said something happened because of Allah, of God. Okay, so if you love one or you like any person, you will feel this in your heart. Okay, and you will feel that is something that you cannot explain. But what I can say about Ethiopian and why we all love as Sudanese, we all love Ethiopian so much. I think first when we grow up, when we are kids and children, okay, we found many Ethiopian in Sudanese society between us, okay, they working, they married some Sudanese, and they staying and working with Sudanese. That before, I think Ethiopian people are in Sudan before many hundred years, okay? So we found this, I know many of Ethiopian who are becoming like Sudanese, and they are married Sudanese women and staying even in Kenya. I remember that, and I have now many friends from this Ethiopian who are married from Sudan. And when we grow up, they are near us and we see them. They are very nice people. They treat people very well, very good. And so I think this is one of the things that make Sudanese love the Ethiopian. Okay, they are not Ethiopians. They are not Sudanese. Sometimes you find them. You know, we said that our blood is so hot. And sometimes when one say to you anything, you can knock him, you can. But in Ethiopians, they are very calm. Ethiopians are very calm. So this is a different. So Sudanese love Ethiopian. And also, I think because the Ethiopian also love Sudanese. So, and they treat Sudanese like brothers, okay, if here and if in Ethiopia. So that when we went to Ethiopia, many times we went there, I think what we meet there are like brothers, are like from our nation, are like from our families. They treat us very well, you know. This is, I think, some things that I can explain. But this is what happened. Sudanese, much Sudanese love Ethiopian so much. And I think also Ethiopian like Sudanese and love Sudanese. So because of this, if any problem happen to community in Sinjar, Sinai State, or anywhere, you will find Sudanese, even in Khartoum. Okay, you will find Sudanese who are helping, who are try to solve the problems. Even me, many friends who are like Ethiopia in Sinjar, like our friends Rashid, Mr. Abdel Mahmoud. Many of them, if any problem happen to any Ethiopian in Kenya, we will try to solve this problem, and we are success in solving many problems. In Sinnar also. And I think they are living between us like our brothers and sisters, no problem in this. So that I think we are, as I said before, we are one nation. Even our features is like our culture. It is very near. We are not different like between Sudan and other country near us. Okay, if you go to Kenya, to go to Uganda, go to West African countries who are near Sudan, you will not find find the relation between them and Sudan is like between Ethiopia and Sudan, because there's many different in our culture, in our features, and something like. Okay, so because of this, I think if you understand me, because of this, that there is a special relation between Sudanese and Ethiopian, and I hope and I wish and I raise my hand to Allah to continue this relation and to be close to each other more than now, because I know really and I am believing if we are being close, if we are being our relation becoming developed and becoming more strong than now, I think the two peoples in the two countries, they will get many benefit from this relation. Okay, that's what I believe in.
Yeah, exactly. This is
Yes.
in brief. This is yeah, this is the main point that you mentioned in brief, but in detail, it is too much. You can there is too many things to say, as you say, like Mr. Rashid, Abdul Mahmoud, Abdul Majid, Al Fateh.
Yes.
I can count the people. I can count the people of Sudan who
Yes,
love
man.
Ethiopians. Even the people who do not know you in person.
Example.
Even this is an example. To mention, even as I tried to mention before, even the people who do not you in person, loves somebody by the name or by the name of his colleague. For example, the case in point is that I mentioned, during my farewell ceremony, you came from Sinja all the way to Khartoum, and all the others, as I tried to mention it. Even the people, a number of musicians, traditional musicians from the Sudanese side, were large in number. I was surprised, So I couldn't mention what the Sudanese are feeling towards Ethiopia. Anyways, God may help us continue to strengthen this relationship in the future to come.
If you give me a chance to also talk about this event, yes, I think Mr. Rega, Sudanese are very kind, really, are very, very kind. And if you want to enter the heart of Sudanese, to make him love you, to make him like a brother of you, so treat him well, okay? And so that I will not forget that time when you want to leave Sudan after you finish your periods of work in the embassy of Sudan, in the embassy of Ethiopia in Sudan. And because we know you and we know how you are like Sudanese and how you are find that Sudan is your second home away from home, so that we are making a meeting with many friends. I will not also forget Hamdi, our brother Hamdi from Sudan. Hamdi is like Ethiopian also so much, and he is musician.
Hamdi, yes.
So that we decide to make you a prayer, Hamdi, yes. And a firewall, we said that we have to do this, and we make that meeting with our friends who are like Ethiopians, who are knowing you and like you, so that we make that firewall, and our friends, the musicians from Sudan, they decide to get many singers as to come to that night, and I think that we will not forget that day. And it is very, 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 yes, we are very sad because that you are leaving Sudan. But I think all the brothers and sisters, they doing very good work in that firewall. And even till now, no one forgets that night. Yes,
Exactly.
It's very good and very nice night, really.
Exactly.
So yes, anyone who deserves, he deserves to make something to him, so that we have to do. And I think you deserve that firework. And we will not forget, even our friends not forget now Al-Fadih and Hamdi, and many times I think they put some photos of that firework in their Facebook page many times, I think.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. This is a brief information about the special treatment which is going to be given for Ethiopians. Anyways, we will go in detail in the next time. Now, let us proceed to the next point. The next point, what I would like to mention is the special characteristic feature of the Sudanese people. The special characteristic feature of the Sudanese people, that I believe is in terms of social life. In terms of social life, at this contemporary self-centric world, you know, as I know, this is the period of capitalism. Everything or everybody believes in private life, private property, and so on and so forth. But this doesn't work in Sudanese people. Sudanese people like to live together, like to live together, like to eat together, support each other and support the others, you know. Especially they like, they're the generous people. They focus to give instead of taking. I mean, even though, you know, I know in the history that Sudan was under the administration or under the colony of, under colonization of Britain. But on the other side, when I see is, even though Sudan was colonized by it, but cultural and tradition was free from, because they believe everything. I mean, they are not the selfish people. They believe to live together, to support each other at the time of bad and good times. So, could you tell us more about? Could you tell us the secret behind about this special characteristic feature of the Sudanese peoples, please?
Yes. You know, I think Sudanese society is an eco society, and I think we are different from many, even our neighbors, African countries, African societies. We are different in many things, and ever we are different from Arab, whom we are sharing the Arab culture with them. Also, we are different. Okay. And I think we have some things that you will not find in other peoples. Okay. So you see Sinja as a town. I will give you some examples. You see Sinja as a town. It is not small. Okay. But when we hear that someone is passed away, if we hear anyone tell you that in Sinja, that someone is passed away, we will search his house, his family, and we go to his family and give our condolences. And even we are going to the graves as also to attend. Okay, so we are not knowing him. But why? Because we are close to each other. We are not knowing him. But when you go to his home as to give your condolences, you will find some of his relatives, you know with them, okay, if a friend or something. But we are not asked who is anyone. When we heard, even in my office in Sinja, when anyone come to me and says that there's a person died and passed away and in Sinja, I said, okay, what time they will go to grave? When he said, after 1 hour, I prepare myself to go there and to attend, okay? And also to go to their home and to access to his